I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
I'm always on the lookout for all sorts of good. Purposely killing your fellow college members is a bad idea. I'd advise against it. Theft and assault can get you into trouble as well. Oh dear. He's so afraid to talk to me, he's sending you to do it? I should have expected as much. I'm afraid you've been a little misinformed. I have something of mine that I was going to sell to Arniel. With all due respect, Archmage, I'm not in a position to just give this away. I told Arniel what I wanted in exchange for it, and he was unwilling to come up with it. Now, if you're here on his behalf, I'm afraid I'm going to have to insist on my original payment. I have a friend, let's say, who's interested in a staff. A particular one. It's nothing dangerous, so don't worry. I'm not even sure why he wants it, but then that's not really my concern. He's willing to pay for it. The problem is that it'll be a little difficult to acquire, seeing as how it's in the hands of someone who isn't exactly friendly. So you bring that staff back here, and I'll consider it payment for the item Arniel was after. Give my regards to Carlia if you see her.
itching for a fight. No problem. I can carry a good bit of gear. All set. Let's go. I've never been a sellsword, never traded my skills for pay. I've always adventured on my own terms.
I'm sorry. I don't have any choice. I'm sorry. I don't have any choice. I'm sorry. Stay back, or I'll be forced to attack you. I'm sorry. This isn't what I...
There could be Draugr about. I can smell the decay in the air. Want to do this. I don't want to do this. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
I don't have any choice. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want.
Yes! You've fallen for my trap! Greed makes a great lure. Odd you didn't die from the fall, though. Oh, and don't mind my assistant here.
You call
You should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career.
Stay away.
I was
I'm sorry. This isn't what I want. I don't have any choice. I'm sorry. Stay back. I don't want to attack you. I don't want to do this. Stay away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want. I'm sorry. This isn't what I want. I don't want to do this. I don't have any choice.
Cesaro is eager to hear how the scrolls are working.
I'm sure you've made note of who's been the most helpful during your time here, Archmage.
I'm always on. So did Delvin send you again, or are you here on your own this time? Well, well. All right. You delivered on your end, so I'll deliver on mine. Here's the gem Arniel was after. Can't imagine what he expects to do with that. It's warped beyond any ability to capture a soul. What the?
Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. As a matter of fact, there is something you can do for me. I'm working on some... Do you? Wonderful. I was afraid I'd have to give up. And when I'm so close... Thank you for this. I have a great deal of work ahead of me. Divines bless you. The exact nature of... Terrible. Just terrible. I vastly underestimated the heat transfer necessary, and have destroyed my only working model. I'm at a loss. Look, it's all very simple. The Dwemer, they were, masters of magic in a way we can't even begin to conceive of. Their greatest achievement, however, has also been their greatest, shall we say, mystery. Precisely. What could be worth studying about a long-lost civilization? Their disappearance, of course. Instant, unexplainable. The stories have fascinated me. Ever since I was young, I wanted to know what really happened. After years and years of work, I'm closing in on a way to investigate what happened through experimentation. Only now, well, it's simply a disaster. Without boring you with the details, I'm attempting to recreate the circumstances of the event. The dwarves were very clever, tapping into and drawing power from the heart of Lorcan itself. Lacking the heart of a dead god myself, I was attempting to substitute a rather specific soul gem, the one you helped me acquire. Well, yes, I mean, no. That is, it might, but I'm not completely sure. I'm no tonal architect. I've only read their writings. Scraps, really. The soul gem by itself isn't enough, you see. It needs to be altered, purified. The dwarves had machines for this sort of thing. I've attempted to build my own, based on designs and using parts you helped to provide. My very own dwarven convector. It worked, but not fully. And the device was destroyed in the process. No, no, no! I'm too close now. Can't take the time. Though, perhaps there's another option. I may require further assistance from you. Well, don't you see? Unlocking this mystery. The story alone is worth more riches than you can even imagine. And perhaps, well, I don't wish to speculate, but what if we could contact the dwarves? What if they're still out there? Imagine. Well, yes. The designs for my convector were based on real dwarven machines, so there may still be some in existence. I'd go looking myself, but yes, there are calculations to double and triple check. Many calculations. Perhaps you could seek out these convectors in Skyrim ruins. I can even teach you the spell to heat them. It's very particular and very important. Wonderful. Just wonderful. I knew I could count on you. Now, this spell is not for defending yourself, but it's just right for heating the convector. At least 3 seconds burn is necessary. Just place the soul gem inside and heat the convector. At least 3 seconds. You'll almost certainly need to find multiple convectors. I suspect it may be due to the nature of the soul gem versus the crystals this was intended for. Destroys the equipment in the process. But, it's effective. 3 times, and the crystal should be ready for the next step. Isn't this exciting?
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport.
come here.
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expedition into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport. I've never been a sellsword. I've never traded my skills for
Can't win this! so much easier to roll when you're dead. Ah!
You're as good as dead. You should have seen.
Divines bless you. Perhaps we can go another... It worked then. Let me see. Goodness, that's it, isn't it? Yes. It's not perfect, but it's a close enough approximation that it should certainly suffice for initial tests. You've done excellent work here. Truly excellent. There's only one thing missing now, and that should be arriving shortly. I'll begin preparations. Thank you again so much for this. Until next time. Perhaps we can go another few decades without a disaster. That would be nice. I'm working on some very important research. The exact nature of my research is a secret, I'm afraid, but it really is quite valuable.